So what we have done so far is that we have done chapter 1. Chapter 1 was all about getting our PHV driver license. Chapter 2 was all about getting our vehicle driver license. What a bad timing. Alarm went off on a car, but we'll continue. And this chapter is about booking. This is about booking, carrying out private hire journeys. Yeah. So let's see all about it now. So first thing to understand, this private hire services is not something new, not something different, not something extraordinary. It is a part of the London's transport. It's a part of the London's transport network. They have got buses, trains, then you have got underground, overground, DLR. They have boat services. They have got what you call it, cable car services, and many services they provide, taxi services, and these private hire services are a part of that network. It is not something different, something. A lot of people ask question, why TfL is doing this? Why do you have to SERU test? Because your standard need to match the standard that is set by TfL, and that is providing a wide range of services for resident visitor. TfL doesn't only do transport; they provide many different kind of services to the Londoner, the residents and the visitor. And this section will cover the basic requirement for the drivers when carrying private hire bookings. So first of all, to understand, as a London PHB driver, because you are your license covered Greater London, right? So as a London's PHB driver, you can only carry out bookings that you have received from a licensed London operator. Yeah, we understand that. Yeah. So our operator, now I cannot take a license from London and go to Birmingham and start working there. It's not possible. Or I cannot bring a license from Birmingham, driver license, and start working here. It both has to be from London, approved, authorized by TfL. You must carry out this booking in a London licensed PHB that has PHB license, disc on display unless exam, that we have seen last time. So three things: my license TfL London, my operator license TfL London, and also my PHB. But PHB private hire vehicle that is I'm using is also TfL license in London. Yeah. Now my question to you is, brother, now you are working for an operator. Don't think about Uber. Don't just think about any company at all anyway. So you are working for an operator and you have a doubt. You have some doubt in your mind whether this operator is legal or not. Yeah. What can you do? What should you do?
You asking TfL?
Yes, that's the right answer. What can you do? Before you going to TfL, what you should do, if you have any doubt, you should ask your operator first their license number. What you ask them? You will ask your operator, give me your license number. And then what you can do, TfL has a license checker tool. There's an online license checker tool that TfL has. You can use that license checker tool on the website. You can check the operator license. You can check a driver's license. You can also check a vehicle license. All three, and this is a public service that is publicly available. Anyone can use it. Okay. If a question comes in your exam that the license checker tool, what kind of service it is a private, is a public, can it be used by anyone? The answer is is a public service and it can be used by anyone. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Now, imagine you are on a bus. Yeah, you are on a bus. Imagine, try to understand what I'm saying. And the driving seat for the bus driver is empty. There's no one there, and you are standing next to it. And someone comes up to you and say, "Brother, you are not the driver of this bus. You are not the driver of the bus." We understand it means that you are not the driver of the bus, but it means something else as well. What does it mean? What does it mean?
You cannot ride that bus.
Yeah, that's correct answer. That means you cannot drive that bus. So what TfL is saying, it is important to remember that PHB is not a taxi. That means what? Whatever a taxi can do, you cannot do.
Okay.
Yeah. So same way, you are not the driver of the bus, you cannot drive the bus. Similarly, when they say you are not a taxi, and it will repeat afterwards as well, chapter number 6, I believe it will repeat the same message. That means you cannot do what a taxi cannot do. What the person is doing, if you can look at the picture, this is called hailing. That means when people indicate, you can stop and pick them up and go. It's a taxi can do, we cannot do.
Oh, yeah.
As a
Like-
PHV driver, we cannot do. So what they're saying is, you are not allowed to pick up people. As a PHV driver, you cannot pick up people from the street, station, airports.
Yeah.
These are the places, or any other places you cannot pick up people unless you have a booking from whom? London licensed operator. Without a booking, you cannot pick anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah, the way taxi can pick up, you cannot. And this includes the street outside an operator. Imagine you work for a local operator who is just you are sitting just outside their office. Even though you are just outside, you cannot pick up people from there as well without a booking. Second point to remember is, brother, is that you must not allow passenger. For example, you can have a group of people coming to you and they can say, my friend is booking the cab, can I get in? Can we get in? No, you're not allowed to. Unless you have received your booking from your operator, you cannot let anybody get inside your car.
Oh,
Clear?
yeah.
Okay. Number point 3 is, you must not give any sign or say anything to a member of public that suggests that you are available for hire without a booking. When I came to this country, I was studying at university as well as I was working in a fast food shop, and we used to close after midnight, and we used to go to King's Cross, and we used to stand on a bus stop, this very bus stop that we showed you at the beginning, this one here. This is King's Cross. Yeah, there's a bus stop here. There's a bus stop here, so we used to wait there. There is a uncle used to come, and he used to go behind minicab. This is called touting, and this is absolutely not announced. We cannot indicate, we cannot say, we cannot suggest anything to anyone saying that I am available for hire without a booking. This is against the law. It's an offense. It is completely against the law of the country, so we cannot do that. Now, they're repeating the same thing, that you cannot encourage people as well publicly approach you or your PHP if you don't have a valid booking. Now, question to you is, now you're sitting in your car, yeah, waiting for a booking, okay?
Yeah.
Now a person come up to you and that they're asking you about private hire booking or taxi services. There are some of the things you are allowed to do. What can you say to them? What you are allowed to do?
You can give input direction or give. Well, website you can give to
Yeah,
number.
Yes, very good. Good answer. Yes, what you can do is you can hand out business card to them. You can give them business card of your operator that should have the number of the operator on it. Yeah, number of the operator on it. And also you can provide them with their website. These days, for example, you can say you can go to Uber's website, example.
Yeah.
And many other operators do have a website additionally. Why should discriminate additionally? So you can say them, go to their website and make a booking. Okay, that's great. Now, there's certain things an operator is responsible when they take a booking. You are not personally responsible for collecting all this information, but you should know about them. Why? Because if there is a change to a booking, so you can inform your operator. You can inform your operator. Now, question could be like this in exam, that if there is a change to a booking, what should you do? Answer could be, as they put the option there, that you should inform your operator. And in this case, the operator should give the customer the new fare. Tell the customer. It's coming later on anyway. So the details they need to enter is the date of the booking. If it is different, the date of the journey, the name of the person the booking is for. If I'm booking for you, your name, my name should not be on the booking. Your name should be on the booking. The booking is for yourself. And then agreed time and the place for pickup passenger. If there is more than one pickup point, then obviously the first point of pickup should be on the booking. And then also main destination. If there is more than one destination, the main destination should be on the booking. And that the agreed fare or the estimated fare. The passenger should know how much they are paying, or that some kind of an estimate they should know before at the time of the booking. Also, the name or other identification of the driver carrying out the booking. Normally, it is the name, and some app-based company, they also give photograph, but that's not a requirement. It is a name, and sometimes they give you the license number on the app, and also some registration number or other identification of the vehicle that will carry out the booking. So all this information is need to be recorded by whom? By the operator. And why should I know about it? In case there is a change to the booking, so that I can inform the Operator. Very good. Now come to pubs, clubs, disco, whatever it is there, which operates at the late night. So first point to understand, some of the operator have license to operate from these venues, these places. So imagine this place in front of us here. Yeah, so imagine, let me show you on the screen. So this place, imagine this is a place, this is not a sign. So this is imagine a space for a club, for example. So now the TfL can give license to an operator and say this corner is your booking place. This is the location is specified on the license. On the left hand corner, the bottom, this is where exactly they can take the booking from. So operator can only take booking from here and from nowhere else. Are we clear there? Anyway, this point is not much related to us. The next point is related to us as a PHP driver. The point they're making is you can only accept a fare if the passenger has booked the journey through a licensed operator. The same thing is being repeated that been said earlier as well in times of clubs and pubs and etc. Then you must not approach people. Again, same thing, because people are more vulnerable during the night time. So we should not be approaching people when they're on a pavement or outside the such venues. So to offer them private hire services. So we cannot offer them services ourselves without a booking. If you do this, what will happen? You may be committing an offense. And previously we have learned that this is against the law and could be prosecuted. And obviously, if customer approaches you as before, you can always ask them to contact a London licensed operator to make a booking. Now, my question to you is, as a driver, for parking your vehicle, the noise it makes and your own behavior. Parking your vehicle, noise it makes and your own behavior. Who is responsible?
Me.
Is you are responsible. Very good answer. Who is responsible? You as the driver are responsible for parking your vehicle, the noise it makes and your own behavior. You are responsible. So when we work, the Brick Lane, which is very close to our office now, is a very good example. When you work during the night time, because it's got residential areas and lots of places where people are open till late. Yeah. So it's a very good example. When you are working, we need to think about the environment and the operating center and how noise, traffic, and customer movement can affect the people living in the neighborhood. So we need to be very aware of it, very careful about people's well-being. Okay. Also, we need to remember that we cannot behave in an antisocial manner. We cannot throw rubbish on the road. We cannot put rubbish on the road. That's saying litter in the street or road. And also, we should not go toilet in a public place. We should not go toilet in a public place. And also, we should not leave our engine running. Yeah. We should not engine running, and also we should have respect for that you're working in. Now, in terms of question, there's many questions can come out from this slide as we have gone through. Like, for example, when can you leave litter on the street? Answer is never. Answer is never. And also another question could be, as a PHV driver, can you go to the toilet in a public place? Answer is no. We cannot. So question can change in many different ways. Main to understand the concept, meant to understand the handbook. Also, remember, if the TfL and or the police get complaints about driver behavior, they will investigate. Yeah, they didn't say they may, they should. They said they will investigate. They will definitely investigate the matter, and depending on the sort of the complaint they receive, it could result in licensing action or persecution. So it's easily you could be taken to the court. So we need to be careful and be aware of what this been said. So my question to you is now, is all the airports that we have in this country, are they owned by the public or they are private? Are they owned by the government or are they privately owned? Who is the owner of the airports?
The government.
No.
Publics.
No, public and government the same thing. It is a private. All the airports are private property. All the airports in the country are private property and can make their own rules. In the bracket you can see bylaws. Bylaws doesn't means law. Bylaws mean rules and regulations. Okay. Now Heathrow Airport itself has its own set of bylaws. You should know about them in case you get a booking tour from the airport. Now what they are saying, what TfL is saying, you cannot enter Heathrow Airport. What you cannot do? You cannot enter Heathrow Airport unless you have a booking, or you are parking in the official car park, or you are waiting in the authorized area. There is an area where you can pay £1 probably an hour and wait for booking. Unless someone fulfill all these three conditions, they cannot enter Heathrow Airport.
Okay.
They cannot enter Heathrow Airport. And also, when you pick up people from the airport, we should always use the drop-off area, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When you pick up people,
Should no pickup place.
yeah, so be alert,
They're
you know.
special,
I'll
yeah.
ask you this type of questions, yeah?
Sorry, yeah.
So we should always use the official car park.
Yeah.
What should we use? Official car park when you pick up people from the airport. Also, we should not wait in the local car parks. For example, there's hotels, there's restaurants. McDonald's was a big one when the Uber started operating. People used to go and hang out on the
Yeah,
McDonald's.
petrol pump,
petrol-
all this.
this. So they're saying you don't do that.
Yeah.
You should not be doing all the residential streets. Yeah, we should not be waiting there for a booking. And also, the taxi ranks at Heathrow airports and also City Airport are only for the licensed taxis. So whenever we hear the word taxi rank, regardless it is in an airport or in a city, wherever it is, yeah, no pickup,
No pickup.
no drop off,
No drop off.
no waiting, no stopping,
No stop.
no waiting, no parking. So these are the things I need to remember. No pickup, no drop off, no stopping, no waiting, and no parking. Yeah. So these are the things we can never ever do on a taxi rank. Now my question to you is, you know that your license cover whole of Greater London.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some areas beyond Greater London as well. Like for example, you can pick up job in Luton as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luton, you can pick up a job there as well. No issues. Now, question to you is, if you receive a job, yeah, if you receive a booking, the passenger is going outside Greater London. For example, from here, they are going to go to Leeds, for example. Are you going to take them? Are you allowed to take them
To London, yeah.
from
Yeah.
London to Leeds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now take Uber out of your mind. First thing first.
Yeah.
Can you bring people from Leeds, Scotland, Wales? Can you bring them
I
back?
think the app is not working.
I said take Uber out of your mind.
Yeah.
There's other operator than Uber as well. Think and answer again. Are you able to bring people from outside London?
No.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes. So one, you have a booking from
Yeah.
an operator. If you think Uber,
Okay.
so for example, maybe you work for a local company. I don't know how well the operators work. For example, you work for a local office.
Yeah.
They send you booking through text message, for example.
Yes.
And they ask you, brother, you go pick up a passenger from Scotland. Absolutely fine. No issues there. You can go there and pick them and bring them.
Okay.
Okay? But you need to remember, you need to have your badge on.
Okay.
Now, you have a doubt. What you have? You have a doubt. You are not sure. Your operator has given you a booking and asked you to pick somebody from Scotland, yeah, for example.
Yes.
And you have a doubt whether this journey is legal or not, whether you are allowed to do it or not. Who should you ask about it?
You TfL.
Think about it again. Who should you ask about it?
You asking operator first.
Operator. You should ask this question to
Operator.
your operator. You ask them whether this journey is legal or not to your operator.
Oh.
Okay? And they will tell you. Okay. Now, when it comes to fare, charging passengers for the journey they have booked. So TfL has a control or no?
No.
TfL has no control. Whose responsibility is?
Operator.
It is the operator responsible for agreeing a fare for the journey with the passenger or giving them an accurate estimate before a journey starts. Is the full responsibility is the operators. Yeah, the question comes, if it comes, who's responsible for agreeing a fare or journey? You said the operator. That's the answer. Yeah, or could be twisted around. And TfL has what? No power or no control. Yeah. TfL has no power or no control with in regards to fare is being charged. However, it is important, it's really important to TfL that all the customer must understand the fare they are going to be paid. Yeah. Now my question to you is, if a passenger decide to change their destination, for example, they wanted to go to London Bridge, now they are going to go to Gatwick Airport. Now, or they ask you to pick up an extra passenger, or they have an extra luggage. What should you do?
I call to operator.
Can you not say that give me £20 extra and I'll take it?
No, it's
No?
not allowed. You must tell the operator.
You must tell your operator as soon as it's safe for you to do so. Important is safe for you to do so. Remember, in terms of phone call, we remember it coming is going to come in the next chapters that you need to stop, park, and then the engine of, and then on you can make a call. So it's important that it must be safe when you do so, and then obviously the operator then be able to update the fare for the or estimated fare for the journey. Okay. Also, you should talk to your operator in advance if in the scenarios where passenger disagree to pay. For example, the fare was set as £10. The passenger is saying, I'm not gonna pay you £10, I'm gonna pay £8, for example. So now you need to talk to your operator in advance to see how they can help protect you in this scenario. Who should do it? My operator should do it. Now, also, sometime, what do you call it? That passenger may ask you for a receipt. Yeah, app-based company they can get it. Local operator may not have an app. So in this scenario, you should talk to your operator to see how, if a passenger is asking for receipt, what can you do? You should talk to your operator about it. Now, 4 things to remember when it comes to lost property. How many things?
4 things.
4 things. What should you do before a customer get out of the car, passenger? What should you do?
You look the.
No. What should you do? You should need to ask them something.
Check your.
Yeah, you ask them very politely. You tell them, please check if you have left anything behind. Number 1. Then they are gone out of your car. What should you do? Yourself. You check.
You check yourself.
You check yourself whether they have left anything behind or not. That's 2 done. Yeah. Number 3. You found a lost property in your car. What should you do?
Contact with the operator.
Yeah. Obviously, this is the process. But what TfL is saying here, you should take it back to your operator. What should you do? You should take it back to your operator. Obviously, you have to contact them, call them, all this, but this is not something that doesn't need to be mentioned. You should just take it back to your operator. Okay, and then also your operator must keep a record of the item. Any lost property they have, they must keep a record of them, because how do you call it? That's it really. So by law, it is a responsibility of the operator. They keep the item and keep a record of it. Okay. Now, terrorist attacks, suspicious behavior, do they happen with warning or without warning?
Without warning.
Without warning. Very good. They happen without
Warning.
Without warning. So, what should I need to do? I need to bear. There's 2 points I need you to remember. Okay, 2 separate points. Number 1 is that you found an item in your car, and probably it has been left by a passenger. Okay, very likely to be left by a passenger. So, what should you do? But you have concern, you are worried. What should you do?
Call the police.
Yes, on 999. What number? 999 immediately, because it's a risk to me. It's a risk to me. It's inside my car. Okay. Now, nothing inside my car. What is this? Nothing inside my car. Now, you are probably, for example, you are waiting, or you are parked, or you are driving along. Yeah. You're looking around. Yeah. And you also should to be aware what's going around, and anything you see, this seems very different, very unusual, and you don't think there's something wrong with it, and maybe a person there who you think acting suspiciously. Okay, it's all happening where? Outside your car, not inside your car. Okay, remember that. And it could be somebody that you know, or could be a passenger that just have come out, or there, and maybe there's an item on the street that doesn't feel quite right. What should you do?
You call the police.
No, you call to police, but it's the confidential police anti-terrorist hotline.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't need to remember the number, you need to remember the name. Yeah. Okay. But obviously, if you have to report for in the future, obviously you have to have the number. You can have the number saved to your phone, but for the sake of completing the exam, it's need to know the name. The police, the confidential police anti-terrorist hotline. So inside my car, direct threat to me. What I do? What do you call it? Inside my car, direct threat to me. What I do? I call 999, and it's outside my car. Obviously, police and confidential police anti-terrorist hotline is the number I need to call on. And also, don't worry about wasting police time. This is an exam question commonly comes. So you should not be worrying about police time. My job is to report it.
Okay.
My job is not to worry about wasting police time or getting somebody in trouble. My job is to report it. Police will decide if it is important or not, and they will treat this information as confidential. Isn't it? And also, you should always report. If I have seen something, I should report it. Who should report it? I should report. Don't wait for anybody else to report it. This is the last one. Sometime there will be a scenario when you cannot carry out a booking. There could be a scenario when you cannot carry out a booking. But the first point to remember, when an operator has accepted a booking and you agreed to carry out, you should carry out this booking unless you have a very good reason not to do so. Okay? But there could be a scenario where you don't feel able or safe enough to take passengers. For example, they're carrying an open bottle of open bottles or cans of alcohol, something dangerous, for example, a knife, inflammable that catch fire, for example, open petrol, if they're acting or a violent or an offensive way. Yeah. In this scenario, what should you do? If you do refuse to take this, carry out a booking, be polite. You should be polite with them, very nice with them, and explain exactly why. For example, you want to pick up passenger, 4 passengers are there, all of them have got alcohol in their hand, open bottles, and you just stopped and just moved on. They didn't realize, they didn't understand why you left them there. They didn't realize why you left them there. So it's very important that you stop and you explain. Because this is the reason I cannot take. Maybe they will decide, okay, we'll put the bottles here, you can carry them, yeah? Should not run off. So this will help avoid a complaint. What will happen? This could help avoid a complaint against you. Also, make sure you tell your operator the full reason, because who has taken the booking? The operator has taken the booking. It's now their responsibility either they find another driver or they tell the customer the full reason why the booking has been cancelled. So we need to tell my operator the full reason exactly why I'm unable to carry out the booking. And obviously, if someone is disabled or someone is traveling with a what do you call assistant dogs, we cannot at all refuse them. Okay, unless what do you call is exempt. So the full details of this will be on chapter number 8, being aware of equality and disability. That's it really, brothers. This is how we teach. This was a live session of chapter number 3 of SERU Handbook. If you'd like to join our course, obviously you can come and use our computer-based facility, and also you can take advantage of our exam style, exam format, mock test on our exam software. For this, you need to go visit our website. To book a training session, also information is available on our website, and also you can contact us through WhatsApp on the number on the screen, as you have been seeing throughout the presentation as well. Best is to text, and we can get back to you as soon as possible. And obviously, if you have liked that we are teaching, then don't forget to click on like, comment on the video, and also share with your family and friend, and do subscribe to our channel as well. We do provide training for topographical life in the UK as well as driving theory tests. So get in touch for whatever you need.